Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Cade Knutzen of Burlington Edison High School. That's out in Washington. How's it going?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's talk about how this season went for you.
The season was pretty unfortunate. Came in with a lot of high hopes. I think the whole team was pretty excited. We're pretty confident in the guys we had. It started off really good. Off season went really well with the whole team. Came in super confident first game. Fell short the first few weeks, and then about I think it was week four, I sustained a season-ending injury, which still is still recovering right now. Just started to finally get to walk on my own. Um, if you want me to go in more detail about it, it was a broken fibula and a dislocated ankle
Oh,
on the right leg.
yeah,
Yeah, and it was pretty serious, but doing really good right now. So
yeah, yeah. How much did you get to play? Yeah.
so the first 2 weeks played both full games. Um, the second week I got got like a small injury to my left calf. Had to go to the hospital to get it checked out. Wasn't anything too serious, but I didn't get to play too much in the third week. Was still resting up, and then in the fourth week, when I was coming back, the second drive I was in, that's when I sustained the injury. So not too much, but I got to go in at least for a little bit.
Yeah, when you look back at, your career, what are you gonna like really remember most?
Remember the most? I think the rival games I'm gonna remember the most. I think playing in front of not just my community, but in front of the other rival teams' communities. We have two teams that were pretty serious rivals against, uh, and playing in front of their communities as well as ours is always super fun, and that's always something that's gonna be in my memory. So that was always fun.
What's it like being a QB?
Um, it's difficult at times. I think a lot of quarterbacks know that a win and loss always looks everyone kind of looks at you for the win and loss. And again, it's a team game, but I mean, it's always fun. It's fun knowing that I prefer or not prefer. I like knowing that it's kind of like on me the game. I mean, I always like that feeling. But it's fun. It's fun being a quarterback. It's fun being a leader. I've always had fun doing it, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to continuing doing it in college.
So let's talk about college for a second. Where are you heading?
I'm going to the University of Puget Sound in Tacoma, Washington.
So what really kind of sold you there?
I think it was more like a personal thing with them. I never really felt that, no disrespect to like any other colleges that reached out to me, but I never felt of like a personal relationship with them. When it came to Puget Sound, Coach Thomas, Coach Schmidt, they were super good to me. They had me out at the campus a few times, and it always felt like I was welcome there. And they always checked up on me. They always text me asking how I was doing and how's the season going, how's the injury going. And when it came down to the decision, I knew before the injury that this was probably going to be where I was going to spend the next few years at. But I was sold on them from the first few meetings.
Yeah. How do you like mentally get ready for a game?
I think I mean, Joe Burrow said it perfectly. You win the games, you know, before the game even starts. In the week prior when you're studying film and you're studying, certain players' tendencies, and you see what they're doing. I think that's how I sort of prepare. Obviously, I'm not like on Joe Burrow's level. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like, film is a huge thing. I think just practicing like it's a game. Practicing with intent is a big thing. But I would say film film and watching it with my teammates and trying to, narrow stuff down. I'd say that's it.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Let's do it.
Okay. Favorite team to root for?
I'm a huge San Francisco 49er fan, so I'd say the Niners.
Oh, geez. Yeah, it's gonna be. What do you think? Who's your who's your overall favorite player? This could be from any team.
Any team, I would say Aaron Rodgers. I've always loved watching Aaron Rodgers play.
Yeah.
Yeah, him being a quarterback. I think everyone knows that he's probably one of the most physically gifted guys to ever throw the ball. So whenever you watch him, it is always pretty fun watching him.
Yeah. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh, I would say probably any like Marvel movie. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I don't want to say huge Marvel fan. Like I'm not gonna say like geek. I'm not gonna say it like that. But like I'm pretty into it. Any Marvel movie that comes out, probably like Endgame or something like that. I always watch that.
Yeah. And then finally, what is a TV or streaming show that you're really into right now or were into in the past?
Oh man, I did watch The Watcher on Netflix. I think it was based on a true story.
Mhm.
But man, before that, I did watch. I think it was called like Rain or something. That was my mom. It was like some medieval show on Netflix. I was pretty into that, but yeah, we watched the whole thing. But I think recently I was watching The Watcher. Yeah,
All right. Okay. Thanks so much for the time, and we'll talk to you soon, bud.
thank you for having me, man.